Welcome. It's good to have you here with us at Somaliland National Television. I'm Mohammed Adan and you're watching the English news. Let's take a look at the main stories making headlines. Minister of Presidency reads Cabinet Conduct articles before Parliament. Press Secretary of the President contradicts recent reports on a cabinet reshuffle. Ugas Ali Hashi Ugas Ahmed, a renowned cultural leader in the neighbouring nation Somalia, voiced his support for Somaliland's independence and urged the end of violent aggressions against its territorial integrity. In a session chaired by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abdurrahman Mohammed Abdullahi Irro, alongside his deputies, parliamentarians paid attention to a speech which was provided by the Minister of Presidency, Hirsi Ali Haj Hassan, on the Cabinet Conduct articles. Secretary of the House of Representatives spoke initially at the session and read a letter presented by the President of Somaliland on the Cabinet Conduct articles. Minister of Presidency Hirsi Ali Haj Hassan spoke at the podium and he stated that this conduct is crucial to further works by Cabinet Ministers and maintaining cooperation with the various government institutions, including the legislative stratums. The Minister continued to add that this conduct is sought to boost good governance and transparency among the governmental institutions to make sure that progress is reached on the objective of 100% transparent and well-governed governmental institutions that better serve the Somaliland citizens. Press Secretary of the President Ahmed Salaban Du'ul, speaking to the press, said that no cabinet reshuffle is going to be instituted by the President of Somaliland Ahmed Silanyo, and contradicted reports published by a number of media outlets. Ahmed Salaban Du'ul stated that the President has all rights and all associated powers to institute a cabinet reshuffle, but now it is not in the plan to institute a reshuffle. I want to divulge further details. The President is not preparing to institute a cabinet reshuffle at the moment. No minister is going to be dismissed and no one is going to be transferred to elsewhere. The President is the one that has right to exercise reshuffles and take authoritative powers from every person assuming national responsibilities. But at the moment speaking, we can't verify the reports released by media and the sources they used. On behalf of the President, I want to clarify that all these have been fabricated and beside the point, said the spokesman of the President. He added that the current cabinet ministers are very responsible and are well praised for doing enough on national duties represented for, as well as providing a more collaborative teamwork. Ugas Ali Hashi Ugas Ahmed, a renowned cultural leader in the neighbouring nation Somalia, voiced his support for Somaliland's independence and urged the end of violent aggressions against its territorial integrity. The cultural leader, speaking on the recent Sahdar clashes, states that Somaliland has right to prevent any intervention to its territory and that what the group dubbed itself as the Khatimi state is seeking is by no means relevant to what Somaliland is portraying in terms of country building and strengthening security. The cultural leader acknowledged, unlike many other countries, Somaliland enjoyed peace over the years since it reclaimed independence and built good diplomatic and cohabitation ties with neighbouring nations. He reiterated it is not downside for any country, but rather of huge significance for the region-wide stability and development. Ugas Hashi continued to add that Somaliland has right to bring people perpetrating violations against its territories and under the international law is also able to pursue on trialing them no matter where they are. He reiterated that Somaliland must negotiate with neighbouring nations, including Somalia, on transferring individuals who have committed crimes in Somaliland, include leading unrest and violation against its territorial integrity. Ugas Hashi stated that Somalia's cultural leaders welcomed the recent takeover of Sahdar by Somaliland's army to thwart off the military maneuvers by a group that dubbed itself as Khatimi state, being backed and funded by the government of the neighbouring nation, Somalia. The cultural leaders of Somalia previously supported Somaliland's independence and the right to seek international recognition from the international community, acknowledging atrocities committed in Somaliland during the civil uprising against Siad Barre, which stands as one of the largest mass murders in Africa. That's all we have for you today. Thank you for joining. You can catch us at the same time tomorrow. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.